for us, and we can add it to his YouTube page, and he'll add his introduction later, or if you'd like to reschedule your reading.
Let's keep reading.
You'd like to keep reading?
Yes.
Okay, great.
That works.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will start with my first poem, the introductory poem from my collection, Funk. The woman wearing a mask of roses is carrying a pork chop. The dogs, the clouds walk, are holding ladybirds. That's all, folks, for the pigeons to peck. They are all objects of adoration, says a visitor, while the clouds are moving like future automobiles, bold and reckless. The pork chop stings and feels ashamed. The woman wearing a veil of roses gives up her son for adoption. Wait, says a ladybird. Wait, says a cloud. But the pictures are done and the woman has gone. What lingers is the pork chop's stench. The second poem is Turntable, also very surreal. Robin song filled with cake rusk. In a woodpecker's nest, a school of poets filling paid bills to deter snakes. 6 glossy white
Now Réka's frozen as well.
It's not a good day for internet. Well,
it's frozen.
oh, you're back.
Yeah, you were frozen for a second.
But
Okay,
I can
then I will start to read it again.
Okay,
the
thank
poem.
you.
Okay.
Great. Thanks.
Turntable. Robin song filled with cake rusk. In a woodpecker's nest, a school of poets filing 6 glossy white eggs to last the whole voyage. Imminent hatchlings and a small hole between the lips. The goal is to be self-made, like the private language of soft rocks, with a pinch of salt, another mandala. Beautiful rain cedar, you make me love you. Halfway bold, halfway apple, between the neck and breast of a bird. If only I hadn't been turned into a needle. And a shorter poem, Tenderfoot. Dreaming of one day being a white tigress, as fearless as a cloud, as aggressive and uncontrollable as a cricket chirp. Until then, I sharpen my claws, counting syllables for a haiku. And now, my favorite poem, which with the help of Ben was published in Mercurius magazine too. Landscape with no hat. I leave the house without an umbrella and notice that it's raining. I grab a pigeon and start wearing it as a hat. A man sheltered under the shop's eaves compliments my look. Let's paint a picture of your hat, he says. And we do. But in the painting, there is no hat or pigeon, only a nude woman giving birth to the moon. wild flowers. This morning, I tried to count the bees that live inside my head. I try to figure out why I feel loneliest surrounded by people. Then I imagine being a ghost carrying flowers to the graves of my loved ones. Flowers with puckered lips, flowers with teeth, flowers that bite off the shadow's nose and roam in the fields collecting bones. Moon landing. Where is my lover? My lover is inside a conch shell. Who is my lover? My lover is Buddha's teeny umbrella. What is the function of a tiny umbrella? Little girls use it to protect them from ghosts. Where do ghosts come from? Ghosts come from duck eggs. What is an egg? An egg is a double of the moon. Can bad girls like me reach the moon? Yes, they can, with their pinky toes, if their eyes are firmly closed. And the short one, portrait of my desires as a napkin. I spread out a cloud on your nightstand. Maybe later, while you sleep, I scribble a poem on it. Not call it Pegasus. This year, we are keeping a horse in the living room. Needless to say, all our guests want to sit on it, but our horse does not want to be ridden. He has higher goals than being used and controlled. Mainly, he spends his days looking at learn to fly documentaries on YouTube. He considers this stage of his lives an intermediate stage and looks forward to the day when he will be a winged animal and will fly. Being proactive, he already sent his name to Mars. And now the poem that gave the title of my collection, Tanka, tied to a stone table with a bird in my mouth. I watch how the moon flogs me with a whip braided from my locks. And now a sad one, therapy. After my mother gave birth to my brother, she did not let my father have sex with her anymore. Instead, she preferred to have her belly caressed with a peacock's feather. I still remember how she used to laugh and laugh. And now a canto with lines from Les Lewis, Zachary Schomburg, and Kim Hayson. I call those things not scary. All night I waited for you to saw off my head. You'd think I'd be scared. but I'm not scared. You inspire me. I found a dead body in the pond. I rise up of the pond. A girl falls asleep sinking. Forever, forever, forever. Father raised children to eat them. I'm looking for the girl. Like a snail, she crawls under a huge rock. When you open the door, I'm in labor, delivering death. Let's read another canto too. This time with lines from Chikasagawa, Ain Kawata, Sumiko Yagawa, and King Mi Park, Asian poets. The burial. There are two black men holding hammers. From the bottomless pit, they loop off the neck of the night. Train crawls along the bulging street, incessantly obstructing the sleep of figs. Flinging inwards, I discover a newly drowned body. So please now tell me who blindfolds me from behind, as if spreading white linen, as if laughing, as if to say yes, while gradually hardening into a mound. Poem excluding spring, after Noah Falk. I wash your feet until you became a cathedral. At night, I dream of daffodils and recall that June is the luckiest month to marry. I try to remember whose poems is that juxtapose a winter strawberry and a wedding dress. I'm beautiful, but lonely. Many times I wake. Another favorite poem of mine, Forever Young. I'm beautiful as a winter fountain or a cloud. I'm hopeless, just like my mother's attempt to quench the devil's thirst by serving them red melon sprinkled with salt. I don't want to grow old. I want to play. I want to eat melon and strawberry every day. I'm more beautiful than a peak of a mountain seen from a crashing plane. I'm beautiful and vain. I'm a burning pilot fallen on your tablecloth. Carnations. When my father died, he took away my face. I think he did so because he had no recent pictures of me. Anyway, from that moment on, where once I had my face, now I had a garden of red carnations. Self-portrait as sparrows. I remember my face, a cage with a sparrow in it. I still see the sparrow's brown throat and dun beak, how it pecks and pecks at the hand that brings grains of sugar. During long winter nights, when I feel the coldest and loneliest, I knit snow clothes for that hand. Around my grave, sparrows chatter in the bushes, but only one speaks with my mother's voice. She mainly asks me to interpret her dreams. And now a kinky one. Self-portrait with Countess Elizabeth Bathory de Etched. I wear my sunglasses and my feet are dressed in red high heels. I can see myself in the lit windows of the shops. Without being arrogant, I can assure you that I look flamboyant. I am asleep yet vigilant. I pass the drunks, the pimps, the whores, the homeless, and the stray dogs. It is always like this. From under my sunglasses, I prey on single, good-looking men, the ones who look like Johnny Depp or Luca Argentero. When I glimpse one who is young and beautiful, I grab him by the ear and show him in my bag. When I have 3 or 4 of them, I hail a taxi and go home. At home, I undress them and command them to move on all fours. For 3 days and 3 nights, we play pony play. Rumor says that I drink the man's blood, but this is not true, as I never drink anything except shipwrecked champagne. Still life with angels. This angel has no small change. She wears Prada and awaits a cab. This angel with flowing blonde hair could easily be mistaken for the president's assistant. This angel with paper wings looks like someone might have read the complete works of Plato. She just wants me to know that to escape somewhere new and wonderful, the therapist advised her to read poetry every day. While she is awaiting her cab, she treats me to the last line she memorized from Emily Dickinson. If you want to see more angels, she says, tomorrow in the early morning, you may see them queuing for coffee at Starbucks. I think this is it.
Thank you. That was really beautiful. I can understand why Bart's such a fan. I really love your nature imagery and your metaphors. That was absolutely wonderful.
Everyone understood my English.
Oh, yes, it was really great. Yeah, you did a wonderful job. It was very understandable. Yeah, I know Bart had some more things to say about your writing that he will add on when he puts the video together. He was on for a little bit, but is really disappointed to not be able to speak to you more in person. But thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Ben, I understand you. Thank you. Did you want to do the open mic, Ben?
Yeah, I would love to close it out. Yeah, then both of the pieces are inspired by Réka's work and are kind of in conversation. So I think it's a nice connection. I'll put
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, of course. I'll put the first one in the chat so you can read along if you don't understand all of my English vocab. This one's called Dip, and it's inspired by when you emailed me asking to blurb your book. Dip. She mailed me from Romania, said the swan's nest on her back was acting a bit abnormally that particular week. I sneezed 3 times and caught none of what she said, so I asked her to tell me again. Instead, she sent me a news clipping of an airplane dipping into the ocean. She sent me a clipping of an airplane being dipped. And then this next one and last one is called Mule Hawk, and it's inspired by your poem Genesis. So I was looking at it as kind of using it to start on the page, which I linked here too. Mule Hawk. She shapeshifted into a wigwam, then later a mule. I'm a fool for believing in sculpture, not science. A trident bent at the handle. Tungsten is nothing when it's up against clay. I buried you along with your favorite things: moose tail, cinder block, hawk ears. I didn't hear you too well at first. I thought you said Proust's tongue. Imagine what a disaster that would have been. When you were buried at and the memorial was over, we lowered you into our hearts and cried and later nicknamed you Spice. Thank you. And it was so great hearing you read. It was awesome I had the PDF pulled up of your book and I was reading along while you were reading. So it was really great to hear you read for the first time. This was awesome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks to both of you. All right, we're gonna end this now. And but yeah, thanks a lot, both of you, for coming and for hanging out for all of our technical issues.
Yeah, thank you. It was great.
Thanks. Bye.
We'll see you soon.
All right, hopefully.
Bye.
Bye.